Oh my God, it is Tuesday already. Did y'all miss us last Tuesday? I hope that you did. So you know what? I'm excited to be here tonight. Please share this live. We're gonna have an interesting conversation. It's gonna be kind of Halloweeny because we are celebrating Halloween, I guess, in our own way. So tonight's topic is the media is tripping. This is what myself and the panel will be discussing. As usual, all the views and opinions are those of the panel, not of IME Inks. I'm going to bring the panel on and we're going to have us a fabulous, fabulous time talking about this. Hello, panel.
Hello, everybody out there.
Hola.
Oh.
Hello there.
Are y'all
Welcome back.
ready to have this conversation?
Of course.
Ready, ready, ready.
As ready as I can ever
Okay.
be.
Okay.
Anyway,
Y'all sure we're gonna keep it together this week, right?
Peach, I'm digging the green shadow on your
yes,
hair.
I
yes.
finally watched it. I
I
finally
see it.
watched it.
Halloween, Halloweeny.
I like that. I saw she
Hey,
got that. I saw Peach got that patty going today. Oh shucks.
That's that Shaka Khan.
Oh
That's
Lord.
that Shaka
See,
Khan.
now I got to mute y'all. So, as y'all know, it's so fun talking about the media. The media has been saying so many things about the community, right? And sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's in your face. And tonight we're going to talk about how we actually feel about that. Do we like it? Do we enjoy it? Our perspectives, our viewpoints. I know mine, but I would love to know the panel's thoughts. So, the first question, panel. Do you believe the media influences how society perceives LGBTQ plus individuals? And why? I'm going to pick Donna first. Put her in the hot seat.
okay. You saying as far like the media predicting us to be like in a bad way or in a good way? Because some things that they put as far as like movies or like the news, like
Just
movies,
in
like
general, your
in
perspective.
general. Um, it's 50-50 for me. Some things could be positive, some things could be negative. Like I said, there's shows that predict that we are just we are just free. We like to have a lot of sex. We like to party a lot. But then there's some things that shows or the media will predict as far as like we like when it comes to like the I would say like when they show like our pride parades and stuff like that. I think that's a positive thing in a way of to getting out and showing that we are proud of what we do. But then there's like things that you know can be could be detrimental to our community. But I don't know. I have like like my thoughts about it is like because, like I said, I don't watch that much stuff about my community, on any type of platform. I'm always on YouTube. So, but like we have some good shows that they predict, like L Word. Like I said, that was one of my favorite shows. And then like when it comes to like the media with the news and stuff like that, you don't hear much about that. But I don't see it being I don't see them really too much predicting us as being bad people, so I don't have really too much of opinion on that. But yeah, that's all I have to say about
Thank you, Donna. Dre.
that. Yeah.
Dre and Zay, hot seat up.
Trey and Zay.
Picky. Uh, I mean, I think it depends on the show, and I think it depends on the audience that they're trying to attract. Some shows I just feel like they just go way beyond what needs to be portrayed. But there are shows that I do feel like are positive shows that really show us in a light that everything is not just one big party and not one just one big uh, you know happy experience. So I really depend on it. I really feel like it depends on the show that you're watching and actually who wrote the script for that week's episode. Movie wise, I'd be confused on some movies, but I mean, like show wise, like Noah's Ark, the L Word. I just feel like those are like pretty good shows. I do think some other shows may have taken things a bit too extreme, and I feel like we, as a community, we support the extreme, of course, first because we like drama, but other than that, you know, it depends on what you're watching. Zay, on you.
Um, I'm going to say that I don't think that. Well, I don't know. It's hard because some things when it comes to the LGBTQ community and shows or just in general, it like actually shows how the lifestyle is, and I think sometimes the shows just like make it based on like how they think the gay lifestyle is. So I don't know. It goes either way. I think.
Thank you, fellas. All right. Tim, you in the hot seat.
Well, I think we're never we're never just we're never just put out there in a normal light or really a positive light. Wherever we're put out there as a project. We're put out there as a hey, look at this, or we're put out there as the hypersexualized people that they assume we are. And even though a lot of those stereotypes are true, that's all you see. Like, for example, Pose, a lot of the cast members from the show Pose have came at the show's creator because since that went off the air, he hasn't had any interest or made any donations or tried to contribute anything to the community, the LGBTQ community. I think we're hypersexualized and we're demonized and we're put in a spotlight not as in to say this is the beautiful things they do, this is the beautiful things they create. Just like look at them, look at what they're doing. I think it's the only reason that it has become a phenomenon is because they figured out a way to monetize it. Even the ballroom voguing, they figured out a way to monetize it. Now all of a sudden it's everywhere. You can't turn the TV on without seeing it. But they still have us in those hypersexual, always using drugs, always partying, yes girl, hey girl, the gossiping bitch, the bad bitch, the diva. But that ain't all of us. It's very rare that you see someone masculine representing or a soft lesbian in major roles in these gay things. It's always that gay guy. that gay girl. So I think they take advantage of us. I don't think we're accepted. I've said it plenty of times. I don't think we're accepted. I think we're tolerated and exploited. That's my answer.
Thank you, Tim. Ooh. All right, Vonda, you're in the hot seat.
What was the question?
The question is, do you believe the media influences how society perceives LGBTQ plus individuals and why?
Yes, I do. I think it has a lot to do with what people's thoughts of our community are, what they've been taught, maybe as a child into their adulthood, and that's why sometimes when you see us, I mean, I know back in the day, I think you showed a clip one time how the LGBTQ was presented in black and white movies. You know what I'm saying? And that truly is not us. It's only what they were taught or what they think we are. So, yeah, I do think that we're not presented in a positive light. It was, yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Vonda. This question wasn't very difficult. I love it though. You know, you really get, it's not a complex question, but you get kind of like complex answers because we all kind of like on the fence, like, yeah, no, But I agree with Tim. I think Tim really hit it. We are being exploited. I think it's both exploited both positively and negatively. I think the view, it all depends on the depiction the viewer wants to see. So the media doesn't give it like raw, regular, or entertainment wise. They just give it, you know, I'm gonna give you a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and whatever you're searching for, I'm gonna validate your personal thoughts. So if I'm a homophobe and then I see a show that shows me a LGBT person doing all these heinous things, then it's just validating what I thought anyway, even though it could actually not be true. But then if I'm looking for something positive about the community, oh, it's positive, but it's not uber positive. It's not like heterosexual positive. It's just, oh, that's a good gay guy that's probably fighting not to be gay. And then he finally busts out the closet and have a little bit of communication, and then the show goes off. I rarely see us depicted like the Cosbys. Wouldn't that be hot if they show like the gay Cosby show? Where it's, where it's two lawyers, that's two men or two women, or however the LGBT dynamic is, and they got children and they're raising them, and everybody grows up, becomes successful people. The end. No one is getting what rape, no one is becoming a prostitute, no one's in ballroom, no one's, they're just actually doing regular things. So yeah, shout out to Tim. I do agree with you. It just depends on what that person would like to see these days. So the next question, we had someone that was in the chat that asked a very great question that I want to put up here for us. And it says, what do y'all think when people get upset about gay scenes in straight based shows? So I'm going to start with Dre and Zay to answer this question. It's from Pangray 818.
Right, good question, Payne. I mean, they get upset about everything. Nowadays, I feel like, especially nowadays, I just feel like the media has allowed people to get upset about the littlest things. Like, you know, you put a black person on TV eating oodles and noodles, and they're gonna be upset because now we showing everything is ghetto. You know, somebody go on TV and you know say whatever they want to say out their mouth. They're going to complain about that. I just feel like nowadays we allow the media, we allow people in general, the viewers, to nitpick. This cancel me culture, I think, was just off the chain, and I feel like that has allowed opening for people to be able to voice unwanted or uncared about opinions. So I mean, for me, who cares how you feel? Like, it's a quote unquote straight based show, and we got real gay people in a quote unquote straight world. So, I mean, at the end of the day, get over it. I mean, that's how I feel.
That's interesting. I would just say, I guess for me, I'll probably say that they're just uncomfortable with themselves. So when they see something, they just gonna make the biggest issue out of it. But a lot of times, people sit there and make a big deal out of a gay scene being in a straight movie. Um, Damn, I forgot. But yeah, that's the
In a
biggest part
straight
of
face
it.
show. Oh,
Thank you guys. I'm gonna bring Donna into the hot seat.
Yeah. Well, anybody ever seen that movie with Will Smith? I forgot the name of it, when he was getting his cheeks clapped, and he's in the world, we know what he's all about, but I'm not gonna say that. But he's not really um out there. A lot of people, straight people, don't think he goes that way. But and there's a lot of straight people that do gay scenes. There's a lot of, so let me say, I don't think there's anybody straight, but there's heterosexual people that do gay scenes, and they do it very well. And so I'm just saying, like, you can't hate something when it's like a movie, or because there's it's a majority of the time these movies are cast by white people, so they gonna especially put us black people in a bad light. So I don't think the people should get upset about a movie with gay people in it, because sometimes, like I said, there's straight people that be playing their part. It's not always a LGBT person. So how can you get mad if it's acting? Is what's acting? Doing something that is not the norm of your daily life. So yeah, I don't know why they would get mad. So that's my opinion.
Thank you, Donna. All right, Smack.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question again?
What do y'all think when people get upset about gay scenes and straight based shows?
I don't get upset when people. It is what it is. Um, I mean, when you saying like straight people
Yes.
getting upset, I don't care that they get upset. It is what it is. But what's crazy is how you're looking at a movie, like Donna said. There could be a straight person playing a gay role or LGBTQIA role, and they really think that person's like that in real life and don't want to do the homework to really see what the actor or actress is all about. That's what an actor does, can be versatile. So I don't care that they get mad. I just sit back and laugh at people sometimes. That's my
Thank
answer.
thank you, Fonda. All right, Tim. Let's see what you got to say.
Um, People gonna get upset about damn near anything these days. Do I really think about whether they get upset or not? No, not really. I don't really think about what they think about much. I I get upset sometimes seeing it, but that's just because I get tired of seeing us depicted in limited ways. Like whenever there's us, you know that scene is coming. You know it's coming. Especially if it's just two of us, you know that scene is coming. It's like Why can't you ever depict the positive spins on our lifestyle? We always got to be the secret, or the party boy that they got an addiction, or the whore. Why we can't be stellar? Why we can't be men or women of character in none of these roles? So to answer your question, I really don't think much about what the fuck they think. Honestly, I don't think about it. That's my answer.
Thank you, Tim. Oh my God. Oh, I guess I got to answer. So I think people that get upset are very, what the kids say, delulu. Like, what planet are you living on? Are you living on a planet? There is not a planet out here called Planet Straight. So when you watching these shows and a gay person come on, I'm not sure why you're mad. It's just reality. Get with the times, well, I can't even say get with the times because we existed during all times, right? So I'm gonna go along with Tim. I don't like how we're depicted. It's always in some weird way. We're in the closet, like you said, we're junkies, we're prostitutes, we're club kids, we're the guy, behind the wall when you go to the glory holes. We're all kinds of weird stuff in these movies. And it's too much. But yeah, if you are a straight person and you're getting mad when you see an LGBT person, get over it. It's the world. You need to start talking to your children about us. We exist. We're not going anywhere. You can lock us all up right now. This generation is going to be a new crop of us coming out each time. So get the fuck over it. All right. So the next question. Oh man. Let's see where we are. So, of course, this is kind of like our Halloween edition, right? And we're going to have some Halloweeny types of questions. But before we get to that, my next question is, are there certain identities within the LGBTQ plus spectrum that still remain underrepresented or misrepresented in the media? I'm going to go with Tim first. I think Tim got this one.
Wow. And this is the one that I really got to think on. Because I honestly I still don't know all the groups, because every time I turn around it's a new letter at the end, and I'm still trying to get the gist of what goes into all the groups we got. So I might not be the best person to lead off with this question, because I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's
Thank
my
you,
answer.
Tim. Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome.
All right. Vonda, are you ready to answer this question?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and answer. They don't represent us right. They think all lesbians are male centered, so they represent us being, baggy pants, hat cocked to the side. That's not all lesbians. It's truly not me at my age today. They also misrepresent um, gay men as being very feminine. Not all gay men are feminine. They really don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to say is their representation of us, they have not done enough. I don't feel as though they've done enough homework, and I don't feel as though they represent enough of the letters that are in our community.
Thank you, Smack. Donna.
Well, I know. I remember. You remember the show Orange is the New Black? Um, that show. There was some like trans women. I think it was women. There was some lesbians. There was some. There were some women that, mainly all the women in the jail cell that were like into women, look all manly. It really was. And then there was like I don't know, it's like like I said, we don't have that many. Like I watched this show, Harlem. There's a lesbian character in that show, and they predict that she has issues with what you call it, with women. She has she doesn't know how to love. She's always been hurt, so she doesn't. So they predict that we have a lot of issues and we need therapy and we need help. But as far as like identifying us on a scale of who we are, like in any category, they don't really do that well. But like I say again, when it comes to the media is not going to get it right because sometimes they don't even do their research right. So we can't really, we can't. We have to boycott them if they representing us wrong or they getting us. We need to boycott their show or do something. But we could talk all day about it, but if we ain't about it and do about it, then there's nothing gonna happen. So, but that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Donna. Dre and Zay. All right.
I feel like with this question, I feel like they missed the mark on people, period, because they never portrayed the LGBTQ person who has assisted with change in America. They never portray the LGBTQ person who has headlined show after show after show, played an important role in music. They take that part out. You know what I mean? Like everybody jumped on Patty when she revealed the fact that Luther did not like the cootie cat. Like sometimes we got to be okay with the fact that yes, this person is gay and they have changed your lifestyle. They have changed the way you view things. What if Luther said he was gay, y'all wouldn't listen to A House Is Not a Home? You a damn lie. So to me, I feel like we have to understand that there are gay people in this world who has contributed to this world, that has shifted the way that this world has operated in, and it has been now in every major category. We have taken over sports, we have contributed to music, we have killed Broadway, we have taken over ice skating, we have taken over wrestling at this point in time. Now there are gay pro wrestlers out there. So I just feel like for me, that is the identities that remain underrepresented, the positive aspects. Everybody don't be in the clubs and popping pills and twerking. Everybody don't be lifting their legs and hoeing around. I don't know much about gay houses, but I'm quite sure so there are some gay houses that are positive out there, and every gay house don't have gay fathers who sleeping with their children. Like I just like we got to understand like that there we are still human beings. We have made we have made ministry happen, and people get upset about that. Oh, it's a gay pastor, yeah, but he's saving who you can't save. So he's assisting in the salvation of those that you can't reach. Like let's just be honest for what it is and stop being so upset about the world. Some things people you just failed at. That's my motto.
What it say?
Are there certain identities within the LGBTQ plus spectrum that
Well,
still
I
remain
just I just feel
underrepresented?
like whether I feel like the whole LGBTQ community overall is just underrepresented or misrepresented because a lot of people put like a label title on them where they feel as though like maybe two feminine men or two masculine men shouldn't mess with each other, or when it comes to men being with each other or women being with each other, they always feel like that it has to be a feminine one or and a masculine one, instead of everybody just being considered equal, the same.
Thank you, Dre and Zay. Kalani, you ready to answer this question?
Oh,
So the question is, are there certain identities within the LGBTQ plus spectrum that still remain underrepresented or misrepresented in the media?
I mean,
the question, yes. I'll say yes, just to answer the question. My personal feeling is sometimes there's a such thing as overrepresentation, and I think for some of these letters, we just try to include everybody, and I don't think that's necessary to try to represent everybody. But yeah, for the sake of the question, yeah, that's my answer.
Thank you, Kalani. Okay, so to answer this question, I love what Zay, I love what Zay and Dre said. I agree. But Tim said it in a nutshell without saying it. He cannot answer the questions because he doesn't know all the people that's within the community. And the reason why you don't is because it is not talked about in the media. So we can talk about the heterosexual community from soup to nuts because we see it in the media. We know all about y'all. Y'all don't like us, but we know everything about you, right? But when it comes to us, we're underrepresented because you guys don't know zip shit about us. So therefore, we are underrepresented. And we don't know a lot of stuff about us because we are underrepresented, right? Now, of course, we're misrepresented. We already talked about it on here. The depictions of us, the roles that we play, the characters, most of them to me are so unrealistic. When I see it, I just want to throw a shoe at my television or I want to turn it off. So, yes, we are both. We are underrepresented and we are misrepresented. And that is my answer. So, our next question, we're going to go off. Do we get to go to the next screen? Yes, we do. We're going to go to the evil character screen. Do y'all recognize this evil character? Have y'all ever watched this show, this Anne Rice show? Everybody's looking like, what is this? What is this? What is this? Okay. So this is a popular vampire movie by Anne Rice. And in it, this is a gay couple and they went out and got them they wanted to finalize their family because they were so emotionally distraught. So they went and got a child and turned her into a vampire. So this is the interview with a vampire. So my question to you guys, do you think the horror genre tends to focus on portraying LGBTQ plus characters as villains? Do such portrayals affect how heterosexual audience perceive the LGBT community? Do they portray us as villains? What do y'all think? I'm going to put Donna in the hot seat.
I ain't never heard this show. And you said the two guys are a couple and they got a child. I'm confused. Did you say that it was the two men were in a relationship? Yeah, I never heard of that show, and I don't think they put us as villains in every show. I don't think that is I just think they don't know how to represent us in the media. Because it's not usually these shows are not even casted by people that are even in the community. They're heterosexual. So it's like they don't, like I said, they don't never do their research. So what they put on the screen is what they want. They predict in their head. They really don't know. They really don't know about the community. So I I don't like the media when it comes to us. Okay, bye.
Try and say.
I'm sorry, what was the question again? Because Donna just took me out completely.
All right, bye.
I don't like the media when it represents us. Anyway, goodbye.
Okay. So, do
Do
you
you
think
think the horror genre tends to focus on portraying LGBTQ plus characters as villains? Do they really have like gay
Oh no.
villains
he
in horror
just showed
movies?
you some gay villains?
Yeah, the Power
I mean, you
Rangers. Like,
did, but I don't like him. I mean, but I mean, I mean,
I don't
like,
know.
who
I'm
really
passing on that
watched
one.
those movies? I haven't watched those movies. But and when I think of horror, I think of like Michael Myers, who the most he did was slice a man down the middle while he was on a handstand naked. I think of Freddy Krueger. He jumps out in your dreams. Um, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He's just crazy as hell. These are all crazy ass white folk. These ain't got nothing to do with black people. They don't even like black people in half the movies. That's why we die at the beginning of the horror movie. So I don't really know if the if it'd be like the gay character they just necessarily gay. I just feel like they racist and they don't like black folk. That's my answer. Zay, on you.
That's what I was facing because I don't
Oh,
know. I don't know none of. I don't. I've
and he's a horror movie specialist.
never seen it.
You need
Yeah.
to watch Interview with a Vampire. It's about gay vampires.
What?
Interview.
But I
I don't
thought
even.
vampires were like asexual. Like I thought they
No,
screwed everything. Or is that werewolves?
that's werewolves.
Oh, I stand
Vampires is
corrected.
like pansexual. They don't. They just whatever at the time at the moment.
I stand corrected. I won't even throw out what I was going to say because that's just going to give y'all too much information on what I watch. But yeah,
We're gonna log
Kaylani,
out.
put your eyes back down.
Uh, Zay, you finished or you got your point out? Okay, we gonna put Tim in the hot seat.
Look, it's funny that Peirrce that you picked this particular movie because that is the original, and then they did a remake about 18 years ago with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. And right
That is
now
them.
there is a second season of the remake, and one of them is black now. So one of the lovers is black, and it sounds demonic. And to answer the question, I do believe that we are, other than RuPaul, that's the only gay that they put on TV and allow her to have a positive light. All the rest of us, it's just we either from the streets or it's some type of struggle attached to it. We aren't portrayed as anything pure or upstanding or noteworthy. It's always a catch 22, a catch 45, whatever number you want to use for us. But if you haven't seen it, it's not as dark as it's not as dark as it is portrayed to be. It's actually kind of good, and I don't believe in demonology or worth devil worship or covens or none of that stuff. I'm not into that. The Ouija boards and the candle, none of that shit. I'm not into it. But y'all peep at it. It's on Netflix. Peep at it. I swear. Especially Dre and Zay. Watch it together. It really is very tasteful. You learn a lot about our history. If you want to talk about how we were oppressed and had to hide in the dark, this low key is a representation of how we in the lifestyle actually some of us have to live in order to get under the radar to be accepted with this from the streets in our day to day, in our jobs, and in our workforce. That's my answer. But I know I don't think they depict us in a good light at all. Very rare.
Thank you, Tim. Vonda.
How did I know you was gonna put up something with vampires in it? I'm just saying. But I can think of them. I can't remember the name of the movie. Maybe you remember Peach. It was the movie. I think they were trying to fight for their countries. You know, they had their own kings, and there was the young one who was gay, and the family knew that he was gay, and but he was still the king. You know what I'm saying? After his father died, he became the king, and they tried to marry him off to get a queen, but he just wanted to be in his life. And so he did get a wife, but he still lived his life in being a gay king. Um, and that was back in like this is before we had TVs and all of that. This is back when like these countries were fighting for power, and they were like knights and things of that nature. So in some movies, I think it's good. And the few like vampire type movies, I mean, I think the roles. I don't think they would depict us as being like villains. It's just, I mean, come on, in a vampire, they looking for blood, and they, you know, it. I don't think they, in this case, I don't think they, they did take somebody's child, but they wanted to be like normal couple. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't go through the process. But who would give two vampires, let them adopt a child in that time? You know what I'm saying? So I don't. I think you have to look at the underlying message. I haven't seen this, so maybe I'll watch it tonight. I haven't seen this movie, but in some of the like the villain, I don't think they always depict us as villains. They just they put us out there to look, not all movies, but when there is a LGBTQIA part, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. It really depends on who the producer of the movie is. And I did want to say, like, we did have some who had a great run. I think I see more LGBTQIA when it comes to media and talk show. You know what I'm saying? More so than us in movies and things like that. I look at media as more than just movies. I really like Karamo. I hope I'm saying his name right. They allow him to live his life, and he's even shared his story. And I think that in the talk show world, it's more transparent. We had Ellen for a while, and then they canceled her because of something she said, but she was trying to protect. Um, I can't remember. There's been quite a few times they used their platforms to help fight for us, but then I feel like we get silenced too, because whatever station you're on may not want you to talk about that. You're kind of controlled. You feel what I'm saying? Even the lady that's on Good Morning America, you on one of the biggest shows, and you're a survivor of breast cancer. It seems like that's the only thing you could talk about, but you can't talk about the fact, LGBTQ rights or anything like that. You know what I mean? And she's a journalist, and she's on the news that everybody watch, millions of people. And then Gail King, Gail, is that her last name? King, Oprah Winfrey's best friend. She don't like to talk about the LGBTQ. She don't want it to slip out, about her and Oprah being girlfriends, I guess. And Stedman, he was there, and kind of going off the deep end. But either way you look at it, when it comes to media, we are not depicted the way that we should. And especially in villain movies, sometimes I think it's good how they depict this, but it's like with vampires. Come on, they biting people, they flying, turning back into what's a wolf or something, and then walking around butt naked. I don't like walking around butt naked. You know what I'm saying? So some things I'm just like, nah, that ain't it.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you, Kalani.
So I have watched the show because it's one of my favorites. I like the movie and the show, and I read the book. So let me just clear something up first, and then I'm going to give my answer. They didn't steal this child. What happened was the child was getting ready to die, and one of them still was in there, like still feeling their human emotions, and he wanted to save her. The other one didn't, but because he knew, how much, the boy was trying to like, save the girl, he loved him enough to just go in and save her too. So that's how they ended up with her. So I just want to clear that up. They didn't steal a child. They didn't go like running around looking for people's kids, kidnapping. So that's not what happened. Anyway, my answer is this. I don't think they always portray us as villains. However, I do think there's a humanistic part of it that villains can be straight, they can be gay, they can be black, they could be white. I mean, a villain is a villain. What I don't like is how hypersexualized they make, gay villains more than heterosexual villains, and they kind of coincide that with the reason why they do what they do. So that's my answer.
Thank you, Kalani. I actually love what Kalani said. They do hyper sexualize us. I don't know if you guys watch True Blood. It's a character in there called Lafayette. He's a gay cook, drug dealer. He kidnaps vampires and take their blood and sell it on the black market. I mean, when we show up in these movies, we are some type of form of villain. Whether we are the most chaotic, emotional vampire or the drug dealer or the crazy ass prostitute that when you pull over, we get in and slice the John's throat. Like we are always extra. We're always dramatic in these movies. But yeah, I do think we show up as the villain, even if it's not as crazy as a vampire. Um, and I do think heterosexual audiences walk away like, yeah, I knew it was something off about them. You see, they can't even control themselves as villains in a movie. They can't even be good vampires. They got to be dramatic, chaotic vampires. Um, so yeah, I do think the media does the heterosexual community walk away like, damn, they can't even do that right, or damn, they are dramatic this, or damn, they even more fucked up as these characters. So yeah, that is my answer. So my next question, oh lord, so we going in, y'all. We going to the serial killer screen. All right, so y'all know who these people are, right? These are some of the most notorious serial killers out. Um, I know y'all know the one in the orange jumpsuit. I know you know the one on the end, John Wayne Gacy. So, my next question, when it comes to serial killers like Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer, and John Wayne Gacy, how can we distinguish the public's perception of their sexual identity from their criminal actions? How do we separate that? How do we take it from being the gay serial killer to their identity being separate from what their actual crime is? So I'm going to go with Dre and Zay first.
My spirit. I felt it in my spirit. I felt you coming. I felt you coming this way. I said she gonna come right to me first. I feel like this. They had as many penises as they did breasts. We had they jarred penises. They froze tatas. So I don't really think if we look at it for what it is, you not necessarily you if anything, best you can be is asexual. You really bisexual. You can't really say your lifestyle really matters, when you got deep frozen tatas and jarred penises. I don't really think it. I mean, you want to either nibble or you gonna pull juice from one. That's you think. Come on. So at the end of the day, you just crazy. Like it's call it what it is. You look 1, 2, 3, 4, ABCD, all crazy as hell. They crazy, and they don't know no better. And their mama should have beat them when they was children. Then we wouldn't have these problems. But then again, then their mama might have been jarred or canned. So, they crazy. So I don't really think their sexual preference matter right now. Like Diddy or Kelly, your sexual preference don't matter right now. You's a criminal. You going to jail, and you're gonna get what's coming to you. Dahmer died in one of the worst ways ever. He got beat by a toilet seat. They literally knocked the shit out of him. So these are the things we gotta look at. Zay, in your hands. Okay.
I just feel like they're just nasty. They're just creeps. Their sexual orientation, it doesn't matter because I don't think they really have one because they went for a certain type of what do you call it?
Person.
Community. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like okay, trying to figure out what my own identity is, so I'm gonna try it with this person. It was more like you actually can't say that they're gay. I would say it's more of a hate type of thing is why they do it. Like I'm gonna bring you in to say that hey, this is what I like, but in the reality of it, I'm about to end your life after this. Like I don't know.
Mm. Thanks, Tracy. All right, Kalani, you up.
Wow, that was a lot. I think it doesn't really matter when it comes to their sexuality, and I say that because I think the sexuality only plays in the part of how to choose a victim. It doesn't, play in the part of why they did what they did. It just plays in the part of how they chose their victims. Just like some heterosexual men chose prostitutes to kill, or they chose, the blondes or brunettes. Or that's their preference of who they decided to harm. But I don't think the media is really what controls how people really see a certain community. I think it's your own community, because you can see things on television, and kids are impressionable. People are impressionable when they see things, but it's mainly what you encounter on a consistent basis. So I don't know if we'll ever change their perception, but I don't think that the sexuality was the issue. I think it was the acts. That's my answer.
Thank you, Kalani. All right, let's bring Smack up. Let's see what you got to say.
I don't know if I can answer this because I only know one, but I really think that it's a mental health issue. I don't think it's they're who they identify as. I think it's a mental health issue, and they wanted to keep the trophies of the tiddlywinks and the breast or the female parts, or maybe I think it's all a mental thing that they have in their mind. What is that movie? The guy, was it the Joker? I can't remember, but yeah, I'm gonna just leave it there. I think it's a mental health thing. I really can't speak on it because I don't know all of them but one. Um, but yeah, I think it's a mental health thing, and we need to keep it there. That is something that these are they were serial killers. Is that what you said, Peach?
Yes, they're serial killers.
Yeah, I think anyone who is a serial killer, it's a mental health thing. Killing someone, you get a high off of that, and that's not what my community's about. It's definitely a mental health thing, and that could happen in the heterosexual world too. So I don't think that really, to me, it doesn't have anything. I mean, you do have people who try to say but all LGBTQIA people are not like that.
Thank you, Vonda. I'm gonna go with Tim next.
I think I don't think this is attached to us. I think this is a mental. I think this is a perversion that goes along with their mental illness. Um, because you can't put them into any of the groups. Um, I don't think there's any groups to kill. in the LGBTQIA, is it? I didn't think. I don't think so. I think it. I don't think they are attached to us at all. I think this is just. I think this is just part of as part of their mental perversion. I don't. I don't accept that. I don't know. They ain't part of from the L to the A. They. That's not us. That's my answer.
Thank you, Tim. Donna.
I was gonna say, look at their skin. I think also it's a power thing because those people, they like power. So I think it also was a power thing, not only with a mental, but before we are LGBT, what we are human. We are human. Everybody, we human first before we gay, straight. We're human. So, like I said, with those people, it was more. I think it was more like a power thing, especially Jeffrey Dahmer. I seen the movie on I think it was Netflix, and it was like it was a power thing. He even had a black man that he took up to his apartment. A black man, a white man taking a black man up to his apartment, and but the black man got away. Thank God he got away, but I think he went back again. I don't know, but to me, it's a power thing. Just like them people, like they like power. So yeah, you ain't seen none of us there. So it's a power thing, and it's a control thing. So that's what I gotta say.
Thank you, Donna. All right. So my perception, I agree with everybody on the panel. It is a mental perversion. I just want to put this out there. As far as perception, which blows my mind, right? That a serial killer, the reason why they are is because they possibly could be a part of our community. But there is a higher percentage rate of heterosexuals being serial killers. So let's just put that out there and just separate it right on out. Um What I don't like when I watch these movies and these depictions, because some of these serial killers are like the guy from Silence of the Lambs. They're cutting faces off like Ed Gein. He's making female body suits. He's putting on their face and all this other stuff. And misinformed people will probably look at him as being trans, which is not the case, right? So you really need to educate yourself. And a man that's attracted to another man, in my opinion, again, it is a mental perversion, right? Like a issue. But have these people stopped to think that maybe these people possibly are behaving like this because they're having an internal battle because society doesn't allow it to be acceptable? So they just internally acting out, and instead of being able to openly love the LGBTQ plus person, they're killing them because it's a voice in their head, like a religious ideation saying, this is sin, da 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 da. So they might intentionally pick this person up to want to deal with them, but because they have this ideation going on, they might be schizophrenic. I know they have these ideations that may push them over the edge. So is society contributing to that instead of us putting it off on the community itself? But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. All right. So let's go off into the next question. And I know Tim is going to love this one. Tim is going to love this one. All right. So do y'all know this guy right here? I know Tim do. I know Tim knows all about this. So my question for you guys. In a recent coverage of the Charlie Kirk shooting, the media mentioned that the alleged shooter, Tyler Robinson, had a transgender roommate. What relevance does this have to the case? And why might the media choose to emphasize this detail? So I'm going to call Tim first because I know Tim has a lot to say about this?
It don't have a damn thing to do with that case. That is a distraction from the case. What does that transgender person have to do with someone else getting murdered? That first they were trying to tie the person. The person doesn't have any ties to what happened to that man. It's a distraction. They're already demonizing the trans agenda. And what better way to demonize it than to throw it up in the middle of this horrible shit? Absolutely nothing. Bullshit. That's my answer.
All right, Kalani, you ready?
Tim took the words right out of my mouth. It's a distraction. Every time they want to distract people, listen to me. Every time they want to distract you from what's happening or what's about to happen, they say trans something. Because they had everybody all up in arms about bathrooms. While they was gonna let y'all know that in October and November they were gonna be stopping those food stamps. So while everybody was worried about bathrooms and who was going to be in there with their kids and all that kind of stuff in public spaces, now they're trying to figure out how they're going to feed these kids without these stamps. So anytime they mention anything transgender in the media that's especially negative, you probably need to watch and see what's really behind what they're doing. So I agree, Tim. It's a distraction.
Dre and Zay.
I'm kind of leaving lost because I zoned out for a second.
Mhm. I
Oh, it
There you
yeah,
go. Go
yeah, I
ahead.
remember. It's a distraction from what he actually did, as what everybody mentioned. They just be trying to, I guess, another way to distract you so that the case goes away, or so that people won't really have that much focus on what actually happened at hand. Oh no.
It's a part of Project 2025. It's all a part of Trump's lovely plan to eliminate all um, minority groups and LGBTQ groups. It's about as much, it has as much relevancy as that tampon that Trump wore on his ear had to his shooting. It is foolishness. It is dumb, and it is fuckery at its best. And we allow it because it allows the Republicans to try to have some momentum going into this next election. And this is why it's important that us black folk get out and vote and study our politicians and stop letting these orange people control the land that has come from outer space grabbing coochies. That's my answer. Why you had a church finger up though, Pierce?
My damn mouse died. All right, we gonna call Vonda up next. Where did she go?
I was over here laughing, man. Dre is funny as hell, man. um, Everybody has said everything. And Dre added the second piece. That it's all a distraction. It's all political agenda. We have to understand who we have in power right now. It's off the chain. It started with us out the gate. I mean, that was one of the things we needed to look out for. We knew that as soon as he got in power, he was coming for us. Started with the military and all of that. We're like number one on his list. So anything that you can distract or highlight about our community, and I tell people all the time, man, like we may be going back 30, 40 years. our community, because this man really doesn't like us to the point where he would even sacrifice some things. And when I say sacrifice, I'm talking about, even if it means taking somebody out to get his agenda across. That's what dictators do. That's what I got to say, and that's how I feel.
No, Yvette.
Donna, you in the hot seat.
I know my daughter keep calling me. I told her stop calling. She don't get the message. Yeah. First of all, if y'all still listening to the media and going along with their narrative, you're FOOL. That's all I want to say. Second of all, I thought Charlie Kirk was talking bad about gay people at one point. I thought he had he was a homophobic. So I don't know what the transsexual, transgender. I don't know what that was about. Like I said, the whole world is a stage. It's a movie. So whatever we seeing with Trump, all the politicians, all this EBT, all this craziness is all a movie. People just got to know that life is not what life is. It's all a game. It's all a movie. So if you get caught in this movie, guess what? You're gonna get popcorn thrown in your face. But Trump, that ain't even Trump. That's a mask. That's a person behind a mask playing Trump. Trump been dead, if you really want to get deep. But like I said, yeah, I don't really go into much, but yeah, it's a movie. If you still in the Matrix and you think that all this stuff that y'all think what Trump is doing and all this and stuff, y'all got to wake up. Y'all got to get it together because it's all a movie. I'm telling you, life is going to get better for us, and y'all going to see. But that's it.
Thank you, Donna.
You're welcome.
All right, so I'm just gonna say I agree with a little bit of everything everybody said on this panel. I just think what the media does, because our mind works a certain way, and we kind of highlight trigger words like shooting, transgender. That's what your mind going to capture. The rest of the details as time goes going to fall away, but you're going to remember those two things. And those going to leave two little negative imprints on you. So that's how I view that. Um so let's go to the positive role model screen. Y'all know who these people are, right?
Love the show.
All right. So my next question is, currently, are there any positive representations of LGBTQ plus individuals in the entertainment industry? And who are they? Who are these positive role models? I see Dre and Zay. Zay like, yeah, I got this one. Come on, Zay.
Nah, it's not. It wasn't that. I was sitting here looking at. I had to look at it for a second, and then I was looking at like who still be out here and
He
who
was
don't
tasting
be.
weed in his mind. Don't let him fool y'all.
I was, but it wasn't. What's the question?
Currently, are there any positive representations?
Oh, yeah, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Who?
Wade and Noah.
Not from the picture, fool.
Oh, in person, in general.
Yeah. Oh,
I
Lord.
wouldn't fucking know.
Y'all pray for me. This is what I got to go through.
No,
Every damn day. Smack, get up.
Listen, because it's one of them nights, days.
Zay, why you ain't say Ellen? You know that's your
And that's
favorite.
what I was getting. I was just about to say that, Peach.
Oh,
Pop into my
I'm
head.
sitting here like
don't
the
say
whole
Ellen.
since we've been on this shit, he been talking about Ellen. Now all of a sudden he had a draw
But I
moment.
thought that was a whole nother
No,
episode.
currently, are there any
Oh.
positive
I'm pretty sure
representation?
y'all already had this
It's a lot
conversation
of
in like
them. You got
a
Ellen. You
last
got
thing.
you got Wanda
No.
Sykes.
Yeah, they would probably be the only people I know.
You got Will Smith.
Mm,
You got Cynthia Erivo. You
no,
got Shirley Caesar.
no.
You got August Alsina. You got some peoples that's still out here doing the damn thing.
Oh, well, that don't pop into my brain because I don't follow up on that
RuPaul
stuff.
is still positive in the entertainment industry. Gail King is still
Mm,
positive in the entertainment industry. Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry. The list goes on.
mm. Yeah, I wouldn't know them because I don't keep up on none of that shit.
I watch Medea every day.
That don't mean that that should make it positive just because it's on.
Y'all pray for
Thank
me.
you.
It's on.
Oh Lord, thank y'all. Donna, you, you and I see.
I can't. Oh God. Ellen. Oh, really? Okay. I don't want to go in on her, but go ahead. I love me some Janelle Monae. She's very positive. She's a good actress. She's a excellent singer. Um, yeah, RuPaul. He's got positive. He has a positive show. He brings the fashion world, and the individuals that are on his show, they're out there and they get exposure, and a lot of them, I think, they get exposure, and they get money. So that's a positive show. Noah's Ark, L Word. um I can't stand Tyler Perry, sorry. He's a sellout. um he's a sellout. Ellen, she like little kids. Yeah. Yeah, and my boy is Duran Bernard. Y'all gotta support him. I seen him. He's a positive gay man. He's very talented. But as far as like some of these other um people that claim to be in our community, they're not good people. So that's my point. But Janelle Monae, I met her kind of sort of, but not like handshaking. But I was up in her face when she was performing, and she see my shirt and she smiled. But other than that, yeah, Will Smith, he another pedophile. But okay, that's it.
Thank you, Tim.
Donna. Oh Lord, Donna. Mm. Oh, I'm on there. Okay. I'm, I'm sorry, Donna had me falling out. Hold on, let me get myself together. um, to answer the question, I love Donna. To answer the question, I think Noah's Ark was the real. It was really the only. It was really the only gay phenomenon that portrayed all of us and all of the characters in a positive light. Even the whore had career, like they had careers. They were making positive impacts in the communities. They were doing all of the things. They were doing some of the things that we're typically cast as, but they were the only ones that were depicted as doing positive, productive things in the communities and had positive things going on in their life. And they had drama, but their entire life wasn't like a struggle, you know. Um, Despite what you might say about Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry's work always comes with a moral or a lesson to be learned at the end. And Tyler Perry has created how many opportunities for work and jobs in his local communities as well as around the country. So I would say, other than Noah's Ark and RuPaul, the only other ones that are on that are positive are self-representing. And when I say self-representing, that means that they're not cast. They're like talk show hosts. They're doing interviews. They're in control of the situation, and their sexuality is open. It's not something closeted like some of the names that were named on here. Yes, we know some of those celebrities are gay, but they're not openly gay. So yeah, that's my answer.
Thank you, Tim. All right, we're gonna go to Vonda.
Yeah, everybody mentioned a lot of the names. Shirley Caesar threw me off. Dre is something. But it made me think about we do got someone who is in the entertainment industry and they're really not out of the closet. So there is someone representing those who are still in the closet, and that's TD Jakes. Um, Also, like I said, Karamo, Big Sexy, who is a content creator, does that jumping as people walk across the street. He's always giving back to the community, and he has events, and he doesn't have his ticket prices so high that people from our community can't afford to come and see him. He's on a lot of big stages. Some other people y'all probably, I don't know if y'all know, but I watch him every day because he has a disability, and that's Shamar. He's doing his thing. I watched him from the time he started to where he is today, and he's on big stages now. So those are some of the people, plus all the other people that everybody mentioned. But I just threw in some content creators, and I forget who the other one is that that has a show, a talk show that comes on and is streamed on the Facebook Live as well as YouTube. I think Donna, she's one of your favorites. You mentioned her a couple weeks ago. I started watching her show, but yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Smack. Kalani.
Can I have the question one more time?
Currently, are there any positive representations of LGBTQ plus individuals in the entertainment industry?
Okay, so did I answer this correctly? Are you saying like on television or just in the entertainment industry?
Entertainment industry,
Just
period.
period. Um, I mean there's like people like Laverne Cox and like they said RuPaul. Um, yeah, but Shirley Caesar and Will Smith then took me to a whole nother place, but because I'm like what? um, so yeah, I think there are. I think we had an opportunity with Pose to show people something different. But I think that people kind of looked at Pose and was just kind of like, oh, that's how everybody is. That's what they do. So I don't know if it was positive or negative. It had a little bit of both, but whatever. Yeah. So yeah, my answer is yes. Surely, Susan Will Smith. My God. Mm.
Mm, this question was funny and I knew it would be. But Andre Shirley Caesar done took me the hell out. I can't I can't stop laughing. As soon as you said that, I start thinking about James Cleveland. I'm like, shit, all these gay people. But I don't have a favorite. I just think anyone that's represented for us, on the grand stage, being authentic and just being yourself. But I'm telling you, this Shirley Caesar, I can't even think no more. I'm like, what in the he's a and Will Smith? Oh my god! And you know what? Y'all can let me know. Is the purple one a part of our community? Because that would take me all the way out too if I found out Prince was a part of our community. So, oh God. All right. So we're gonna head on to our last question, and y'all can let me know at the end of the show, is the purple one a part of our community? Andre might know. By the way, here's our last question for the night. Do you think proper media representation could lead to real world policy or cultural change for our community? Do you think proper representation of us could lead to real world policy or cultural change? I'm going to start out with Vonda.
I definitely think so. We have too many media outlets out here right now that depict us in the right way. They really don't do investigative journalism. I mean, in the state that I live in, I read a lot more from this one news media called Spotlight because they get it right every time. They actually go and do, when they write a story, or when they do their podcast, they have the right people there to be able to answer the question, and you're getting it true and raw. It's very transparent, instead of taking a story and then putting what you want on it to make it sound good for ratings. And I really think that if media outlets, no matter which ones they are, if they're putting a story out there about us, it's no other way than to get it true and raw with someone, that has some credibility behind their name. Not just going to a marginalized community, picking someone who you think may be, you know, to represent all lesbians who may be going through something. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way they depict us. But yeah, I do. I think that we could really get some policy change if people really did investigative journalism and really got the right people at the table so that we could get those policy changes. And not including allies. Sometimes I really truly feel sometimes we shouldn't be the only one fighting. If you my friend, won't you speak up for me? That's my answer.
Thank you, Vonda. All right. Let's go to Dre and Zay.
As our great Senator Smack just said, um, I think it can definitely lead to a lot of world policy and cultural change. It's having the right people at the table, having the right people to talk, having the right people to speak up, having the right people to stand for something and stand against what they know is wrong. And I also feel like if the media allows um, just transparency to be what it is, it would be a lot more accepted throughout the nation if people could just be themselves without worrying about who's going to say something, who's not going to agree with them, who's going to, you know, cancel them in this hour. I feel that a lot of people would be able to receive the LGBTQ plus community and will be willing even more to work with the community because they'll understand like these are real people who got real stories, real testimonies, real issues that they're not just what they've been through, but what we're still going through, the battle we still have to face. especially being black and LGBTQ in this nation. Um, if we had the right people pushing who we are and willing to listen to our stories, it will open doors that we probably never seen in a million, that we never thought in a million years would be open. And it may not happen in this lifetime, but I do believe it will come. Zay.
I'll pass on this one.
Thank you. Thank you. Kalani.
My answer was different before Smack started talking, and then Andre started talking. Um, I'm gonna say this, that I think there's a possibility for policy to change if we're depicted correctly. But that's a responsibility on us. I was talking with a friend not too long ago who was a part of a show. I won't call his name or the show, but he was a part of a show that depicted us in one way, and they had, some of us on their board and, in the room, setting up these characters, and because it wasn't entertaining enough, they wanted to go a different route. And so the people in the room, some people decided, we're not going to do that because it's inauthentic. But some people, because of a dollar, decided we're going to just stay, make our money, and we don't care how we're portrayed in film or in the media, because I'm just trying to get my check. I can't speak for everybody. So it's really about us taking a responsibility that when we are invited in these spaces, you got to stand for something. You got to, be someone who does not compromise. So that's my answer. Like, if you're a person that gets the opportunity to be in those spaces and to stand in those rooms and sit at that table, like, stand for something. Like, don't compromise, and make sure that you are not a part of something that depicts your community in a negative way. Yes, we have real stories. Yes, everything is not going to be peaches and cream all the time, but to stand by and watch them negatively set up an agenda that is not in your favor is diabolical to me. So yeah, I agree that policy could change if we were depicted correctly.
Thank you, Kalani. Tim.
Peach, could you repeat the question for me one more time?
Sure. Do you think proper media representation can lead to real world policy or cultural change?
Absolutely. It controls the climate on basically everything in the planet. Um, what makes or break you definitely depends on how you're depicted in the media. What people believe and what people think is most definitely influenced by what's depicted in the media. People live by trends. They don't live by common sense or morals anymore. They live by trends. And all of that is controlled by media. That's my answer.
Thank you, Tim. Donna.
Yeah, say the best for last. Um, I feel like with our community, when like somebody say something bad about a gay person, or everybody out protesting, boycotting. So why, when the media put out shows that make us look bad, why we don't go boycott, why we don't go protest, why we don't speak up for ourselves? So, but with the media, like I said, what the media is run by, so they gotta have some shows that might make us look good, but they gotta balance it out. They gotta balance it out. So, but when the shows that predict us as drug dealers or pedophiles or sexual creatures, we need to cancel them shows. We need to boycott, get them shows out of here. and make a change. We could do the talking all we want. We ain't got no action. The media is going to do what they want to do. So I feel that yeah, I feel that if the media did come and do the right thing by us, things will change. It will, but right now it's like I said, the media is run by who, so they gonna do what they want to do. We just got to get out there and take action. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you, Donna. All right, so I guess it's my turn, and I agree with everything everybody said on here. There was a lot of policy stuff, but let's talk about like cultural and social change. Now, I'm about to tell my age, right? Y'all remember when we were younger? Maybe not Dre and Zay, right? But you remember when we were younger, right? You all saw that dumbass commercial, say no to drugs. This is your brain on drugs. All up, any questions? Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Now imagine a gay campaign like that. Um Showing positive, gay people aren't like this. Say no to the word faggot. Say no to this. Imagine if they took a whole campaign and played it over and over and over, showing all the good things about gay people and how we live. Well, I'm sorry, the LGBTQ plus community, how we live, show
Mhm.
positive things, show us with families. That will change everything. I mean,
Mhm.
think about that one say no to drugs deal, right? Didn't it change you? Didn't it make you not want to use drugs, even if you never heard of or you didn't know what the hell? What is heroin? I don't know what that is. All I see is two fried eggs, but you knew to stay away from it, right? So for people that don't believe that media plays a major role, I would advise you to actually go look at the Hitler playbook. That was his greatest weapon, the media, propaganda. He managed to turn a whole bunch of citizens against Jews using words, using commercials, using flyers. And look, almost exterminated these people. So, this is how scary and deep the media can get. So we got to be wise on, the images that we depict the people, even with us being black. So that is my answer. I would love to be able to afford commercials that I could run around the clock, like love your LGBTQ plus neighbor. We love you. We're loving. We're kind. We're human. But that is my answer. I'm gonna bring the panel up, unmute everybody, and y'all can ask all y'all questions. Anybody learn anything tonight? Anything, anything?
I just
Question?
gotta like I said, I don't like Tyler Perry because he has blackballed a lot of black actors and actresses in the game. So, and all his movies are repetitious and the same thing.
Oh yeah.
That's because he won't hire a
And
writing
he
team.
want and he before he made it big, he was a pure gay man. That's why he played Medea so well
It was a what?
and loved staying
Or
in
gay.
that dress. I don't like Tyler Perry because he's not for our people. Sorry.
He's not.
That's it.
He's like
So
a
it's been proven that Tyler Perry is gay. That's a.
Yeah, he's undercover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before he made it big. When he made it big, he didn't want nobody to know his. But that's why he likes to play Medea so well. Stay in that dress.
Said he wasn't gay.
Okay,
He was
and Shirley
touched.
Caesar.
Yeah, he touched all right, huh?
He was touched like Donnie McClurkin. He said he wasn't gay.
Oh,
Will
yeah, okay.
Smith, Shirley Caesar.
Yeah, a man that wants to
Shirley
stay in the
Caesar,
dress.
absolutely. You don't see that mustache she got on?
I'm dying.
Her,
I'm about to
Inez
fall out my seat.
Andrews. What's
A
the little
man that
short
want to
one?
stay in the dress. And he ain't gay. Come on now. Come on.
Inez Andrews, Shirley Caesar, all of the everybody who sung "Told Mary Don't Weep" was with each other.
Yep, I believe that.
My
There ain't no
stomach.
straight person in the world.
Is Michael Jackson father gay too? God damn.
Joe Jackson, he probably was. Did you see Catherine?
Yeah, he used to beat up on her. Any man that beat up on a woman is don't like women.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Come on.
Call,
All
call,
right,
call,
so is the
call it down the
purple one
line. Donna,
gay?
I'm with you, baby. We see eye to eye,
Peirrce,
Donna.
that's
We
not
here,
even a
girl.
question.
Oh, did Prince have any kids?
No.
I rest my
No.
case.
He had a lucky nephew.
I rest my case, and he had his perm better than some women. Sorry.
That Bob stayed bobbing. Listen. Listen. Prince Bob stayed bobbing. He had the best eyeshadow in the game.
Yeah, he was a good artist. He was amazing at what he did.
Listen,
But
if Tina had met Prince at an earlier age, you would have never known that Ike was beating her.
He wore
oh God,
mascara better than anybody I knew, and
Listen,
eyeliner. He was great at it.
he said he would have said,
Makeup
"Just
what?
flawless.
come on
I
over
had
here. I got you."
as
Him
a
and
young
Elder
girl, I had
Barge.
a picture on my wall of him. He was so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Prince was bisexual. He was gender fluid.
Yeah, he's fluid, all right.
He was something.
He and Elder Barge. I don't care
They
what
was
He was
nobody
flowing
what?
right
says.
What
through
Elder
was
him
it?
and
Barge
Morris Day
too.
together.
You say he
Yeah,
was
Elder
he was
what
something.
now?
Barge.
Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, Elder Bar sing high.
Hmm.
Them high notes he be hitting, talking about how much
I'm
he
done.
liked it.
I'm done.
Oh,
Elder Barge is cunt.
Now
Oh,
y'all are
I'm
not gonna do
done.
y'all not gonna
At
do
one
these
time, he
He
legends
was
is
like that. I'm not
cunt.
twink,
gonna let y'all do these legends like that.
So
and
wait a
he
oh,
minute.
and he
Is
liked
He
it.
Barry
was
White a butch queen?
very petite and
If he
dainty.
if he
I'm gonna
was,
let
he's
y'all do these
scared
and he
legends
too.
sang
like
like a
that.
girl too.
Yeah,
Exactly. Very petite and dainty.
and he liked it.
hmm
Freddie
Mm-mm-mm.
Jackson.
Oh yeah, Freddie. Yeah, Freddie definitely.
Yeah.
I'm
True.
All
done.
them songs y'all listened to growing up, them good singers.
Was all gay.
Oh, most of them. Most of them. Teddy
Yeah.
P.
You just ruined my childhood.
Oh
Teddy Pendergrass. Damn. A
Teddy
butch
P.
yeah,
queen?
he got caught. He got caught with a trans woman. What's the
Who
name
got
of
Eddie
caught?
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, Johnny Gill.
it? Yeah,
All the ones that claim to like Janet Jackson.
LL
Yeah.
Cool J. I knew I seen him in the church.
Now
I
wait a
knew
minute.
him, and I knew
Hold on now.
he get in the car, in the back of the car, pick up them prostitutes in the city, and have them do what they do.
Once again,
Pink,
I'm not a
So
part
that
of
hey,
was
it.
the
what
roundaway
was
girl he was talking about standing at the
Pink
bus stop
cookies
sucking
in
on
a
a lollipop.
plastic
pink
I got
bag.
cookies
you.
in a plastic bag? I was about to say that.
It
Who
makes
was eating
What
cookies
the
in
sense.
a
hell does that?
plastic bag?
What does that mean? That's it
It
right there. That's it.
I'm
That's
it
all.
makes
Pink
lost.
cookies in a
sense.
Wait a
plastic
minute,
bag.
I'm lost. Cookies in a plastic bag.
That was his song.
Sucking on a pickle with an hour later in the middle. It makes sense.
Oh no!
Okay.
Why do you like pink cookies in the plastic bag? You ain't never
Donna,
heard that before.
you're making things make sense tonight, Donna.
You're welcome.
I'm
I do
done.
my
What
I
could
do
be the
my
next
research.
show, Peach?
I can't
Wait a
unhear
minute. So
this.
it's Fat Joe too? Lean back.
I hope not.
Lean
That's
I
a
back.
lot of
can't even
leaning.
unhear this.
I know. What's that? DJ Khaled.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
What
yeah.
about him?
He like to
We
bend
the
over.
best.
He like to bend
Every
over.
time his hands go up,
Say
Jaguar
that.
Wright. Jaguar Wright put it out there that DJ Khaled is a throat
Oh,
goat.
what?
Is a
A
now you
throat
who?
know
goat.
Jaguar right. She concerns me. She's like the music version of
She
Mo Money
got
right now.
diarrhea of the mouth. I know that.
Yeah,
She lucky she's still alive.
She the Cat
yeah,
Williams of the music industry.
yeah.
Did
It's
She
y'all
told
hear
it
this
all.
one
she's on
about
a lot
Cat
of
Williams and his brother?
Mm-mm.
I thought Cat was gay when he first came out. Big as that perm
It's
was,
saying
that boy.
Cat Williams touched his brother. It's all over the internet.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Uh,
Mm.
some people
Oh
can cover it up
God.
real good.
This is Money Mike. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt it
Well, for
neither.
Cat's sake, let's hope this isn't true because for all that he's done told, they're gonna wear his ass out if it is.
Homeboy always
You
gonna
hear the
get
jokes
Ball get
coming?
one of them.
Huh?
Them comedians gonna let him have
on
it.
Friday.
What you
I'm
doing? The dark
done.
come to the light.
You got
I am done. Do y'all have
TJ.
any
From
questions
white
for
chicks.
each other?
Oh, you talking about
Off
Marlon
based
Wayne?
off anything anyone said tonight.
Nigga from white chicks.
White chicks is Marlon and
I'm
Wait
Yes.
a minute.
talking about them. I'm
So
talking about
I
them.
Donna,
know he ain't say Marlon
so,
is
Like
Shawn
the
Wayne's
so based
dad.
on
Oh,
my next
the
vacation,
muscle nigga.
Sean is.
you gotta let me know the destination. We gotta get this date together so we can be
All
out.
right,
What we
cool,
talking
cool,
about?
cool.
I'm traveling with Donna.
Oh,
Yeah,
just book through me and
I'm
Zay.
in
That's all
Florida
we
right
ask.
now, y'all. I'm in Orlando.
Oh, you down there with Mickey and Minnie?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see. Well, I ain't see them. Yeah, I don't. I'm
Are
not
they
gonna go see
gay?
them.
Is Mickey and Minnie gay?
Well, you know they went from boyfriend to girlfriend to brother and sister, so it's a lot of DuPont stuff going on right there.
What?
They poly.
Oh,
They might be Caucasian if they went from lovers to relatives.
yeah,
Oh Lord.
What? I didn't hear that.
they want to be lovers and friends.
I'm done.
You're funny.
I'm done.
My
Um,
childhood is
I am
destroyed.
in no way, shape, form, or racist.
Your childhood is
but
destroyed.
thank
I
God
just
you're
want to
a
put it
grown
out
up
there.
right now,
They
Kalani.
said
It's
Shaggy used to pull
destroyed.
on Scooby, so I mean, anything could happen.
Scooby,
I
So
said
here's
they
the question: Who is straight?
nobody.
Straight to bed. That's it. Straight to bed.
Nobody, as Keith Sweat said,
Is
nobody,
Keith Sweat
baby.
Right.
straight?
I don't know. He's weird to me.
What's that cartoon character?
What about Chris Brown?
SpongeBob. He gay
Chris
too.
Brown.
Is he straight?
I would
He
say
No
he
bi.
is,
comment.
but
No comment
I could
on
say, but
from
Bobby
Come
might
on,
be a strong
I
Kalani.
haven't
Is
conversation.
he
heard nothing
no
straight?
about
comment.
Chris Brown,
I ain't heard nothing
but
about him either. He did a hell
Kalani
of a show though.
has.
No comment.
I
He
heard a
said it
lot
ain't his
about Trey
first time,
Songz.
but you can pretend.
Mm.
I haven't heard nothing about Chris Brown. I like Chris Brown. I
I do
went to go.
Kalani
too.
I
has.
spent money on him to go see him. I like
We
Chris
did
Brown.
too. I enjoyed that
I ain't gonna
concert.
spend no money on him,
Yeah,
but
Anytime you
I
can do a
spent
show
some good
for
he can
money.
6 straight
spend some on
hours, you was
me.
my friend.
Is
Yeah,
Dr.
he
Umar Johnson gay? He might
I
tune
believe
into
he
this.
is. I absolutely
too
believe he
much.
is. That's why he don't like nobody. He don't like the black people. He don't like the gay
Damn,
people. He don't like the Christians. He don't like the Muslims. He's one
is he
confused
human?
ass person.
He might not even be human. You know they got reptiles underneath the mask.
Absolutely. You got one running the White House right now. How you gonna build a ballroom but can't dance? I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions, people.
There's something
Thank y'all
wrong
for
with
tuning in
Told you
tonight.
that ain't even Trump, yo. But y'all find out one day.
That's what
That
I
ain't
wanted
even
to
Trump.
know about. That was my question, Donna. You got to elaborate on that.
He gonna pull off that mask. It's gonna be Oprah.
Yep, yep. It's somebody
I
playing
gotta
Trump, just like it was somebody playing Biden.
I gotta go. Oprah under the mask.
I don't know what's gonna be underneath that mask, but
You get a
ain't
White
Trump.
House and you get a White House. Oh.
It
Boy,
might
they
be
had to
Oprah
pull
underneath that
Oprah.
mask. It might
Try to
be.
tell you. Try to tell
It's
y'all.
Tyler Perry under there.
Oh Lord. He wears
I
masks
heard
very
it was a
well.
woman though, but I'm not 100% sure. But I heard it was a woman underneath that mask
Mm.
playing Trump.
Mm.
I always said Trump's wife like it both ways.
She might.
You got to be married to Trump. Cause
Ew.
Mm.
she got one heck of a toy collection.
All she gotta do is borrow Diddy's.
what,
Uh,
what was that?
That was an extensive collection.
Yeah.
woo. Y'all fun.
A little
How
slippery.
many of y'all knew that Diddy was gay? You knew that when you was younger with them
hmm
shiny
The way
outfits.
he
You knew
danced,
it.
he
I knew
danced.
that
Yeah.
when he said, take that, take that.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
can't.
Bam.
Yeah.
Take that.
They said he was
Take
busting
that.
Biggie down.
Ha ha.
Yeah, I heard that
Hey,
too.
That's what they
yeah. What?
said.
Oh Lord.
Oh my
I
Was
hate this
gosh.
little
show,
Well,
boy.
Kim
bye.
was
Y'all
little
gonna mess
Kim
around and get me
watching?
canceled.
Was little Kim watching?
I just
Well, you know,
think
Lil
that
Kim was the
there's
ultimate freak, honey. She was charging $1,000 a blowjob in Delaware.
Damn.
He really
What's
had no
this
time.
dance? What that mean? That's the head.
They stretching their neck.
Yeah, that's
That's what
the
that is.
breaking your neck.
what's the
I
Oh
get it
movement?
Lord.
loose.
Go back and look at the ladies' night video.
Oh,
that was a whole woman on woman party, and they made
oh,
that video that night.
You
Every
said this
last one
night
of them.
what? It must be Angie on the mic. Oh,
What you trying to say,
Mary
Tim?
was so fucked up that her part, she's actually laying on the floor. She's not standing up.
that's because that's when Mary was dating Casey Haley.
mm,
You trying to say they were
wow.
lesbians?
Oh
Well, it
yeah,
was the
Huh?
Mary J.
fact that
Blige
Mary did
definitely.
everything because Mary was banging Pam from Total at one point. Now all of a sudden she denounces all lesbians.
Are these facts? Or
I
y'all
used
just
to hang
talking
out
out your
with
These are
butt?
facts.
Who said
I
that,
used to
Donna?
hang out with Queen Latifah.
Allegedly.
Before she made it big, MC Light. I used to hang out with what you call it from Martin.
We all know MC Light is gay. Come on now.
Yeah, I used to hang out with her all the time.
Light,
Yeah, I used to
light.
hang out with them all the time.
One of the girls that Light used to date one of the girls that was her backup dancer, and she
Right.
lived
Oh
on
really?
our block. She lived on my street in Salisbury. So
Oh
we
no.
saw Light. We saw Light on Charles Street every summer. And then
Yeah.
when I moved up here to Philly, a friend of mine was a bouncer at a women's club called Libations. And before Queen Latifah got big, she used to go there all the time because
Yeah,
her and the
yeah.
bouncer, his nickname was T Bone.
Oh
She used
wow.
to go there all the time. So I met her back in the day. So
Yeah.
yeah, Donna telling the truth.
Yeah. Queen Latifah. Yeah. Before she met, well, her name was Dana. We call her Dana.
And that's
But yeah,
finish
I used to
reading.
hang out with her all the time.
Can we get?
You too.
All right. Well, do we
In
have
I don't
any
Brooklyn.
like
more
pickups, but I like that.
questions?
Have
Huh?
you ever been swallowed?
Swallow.
I'm done with TD
I'm
Jakes
probably
fine.
gonna leave
MC Light
this
got a new
podcast with
boo.
a lot of questions.
MC like got
Oh
a new
yeah.
book.
She
A
got a
lot
new
of
man.
questions.
She got
Okay.
out of her marriage and she started dating again. I never knew she was gay. But she said
She,
those rumors been around for years, but she just didn't play into them.
She need to
She got a
stop
Mm.
new
playing with
man.
us. Tell her to stop playing with us. We
Like
know
the
us.
the
she
brat.
answered the question.
If
She answered
light,
the question a year ago.
yeah.
Yeah, she answered it. She has a new fiance.
Mm.
Well, new man. She started dating again after her last relationship.
Mm. Wow.
She
If
acknowledged her
light
past.
straight, so is Dionne Warwick.
No, she
And
did. She
Dion
didn't say
fucking
that.
around too.
She didn't say that
Not
she
the
was straight.
lesbians.
She
I know
acknowledged her
Dion
past
Warwick
and let you
gay.
know where she was at now. So she
See,
acknowledged that she
Oh,
was doing that.
she's pulling the pan. She's
She
been de-
acknowledged that
she
she was doing that.
she pulling
But
the
then she
pan. She pulling
also,
the pan from Total. She's been delivered.
oh,
yeah.
really?
That man who said I don't like men no
Eyes
All
don't
more.
like
right.
men's no more. Eyes delivered.
You know what? I think that we're gonna close out this episode in black.
When he left that church
Yeah,
that night, he was like,
yeah.
"Oh, Bishop."
Good idea. Good idea, Peirce.
Yes, and I urge the audience to research some of the stuff we said here
Some of the
tonight.
stuff
Please
we
do.
heard
Please
tonight.
do.
After you've done all
Please
you
do.
can, we advise you to
Please
stand.
do.
Join us. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please share this with all your friends. Share this with your communities and groups and all the things. And join us next Tuesday at 8 p.m. when we talk about other topics in black.
We
Candle, tell
laid
And guess
everybody
what
down.
I'm getting
good
ready to
night.
do? Go to
Oh Lord.
Disney.
Call us from Disney so we can be there
You going to
too.
Disney World?
Yeah.
I
Panel,
see.
tell everybody good
Saturday,
night.
Saturday. Good night.
Bye.
Pray for Jamaica. Pray for Jamaica,
Pray
y'all.
for
It's
Oh
Jamaica,
yeah,
terrible.
yeah,
Jamaica.
yes,
yeah,
Mother
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
pray
Pray
for
for
Earth.
Jamaica.
Definitely.
Jamaica.
Yes,
Definitely.
man.
Yeah, man.
Go,
Boo
go,
boo.
go, go.